What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Vinyl this time, and Texas is the reason we are doing this video today. I got a handful of records to talk to you about from several bands that represent the hotbed of extreme metal in the state of Texas. We got 2 El Paso bands and 1 band from Dallas. And the first couple of bands I'm going to be talking to you about are bands that have really won me over within the course of the last several years in their music, in their live form, just really amazing bands. And we're going to start off with some really ceremonial sort of metal here. This is Helvatron with Death Scroll of 7 Hells and its Infernal Majesties. Yeah, this was released through Hell's Headbangers, and honestly, this was the very first band that got me introduced to this whole little inner circle of bands from El Paso. Bands, not only this band, but bands like NYOGTHAEBLISZ and NYOGTHAEBLISZ. Pretty much the common key factor is that the main people who are involved in this project are also in NYOGTHAEBLISZ and NYOGTHAEBLISZ. Yeah, this album really has grown on me and gotten well with time over the years. Ever since I first saw my friend Sean Count Blagger do a review of this, it only made me that much more intrigued and fascinated by what type of sound this band brought. Really slow, ritualistic, doomy, deathy sort of black metal. I loved the vocals, the riffs, the drumming. I like the fact that this album goes at a relatively slow pace. It doesn't need to be fast or slow. I really appreciated a record like this, and yeah, I love the artwork. I love the lyrics. I mean, listening to the first opening song, Sheol, Grave of Superdolls, Sharimath, Ominous Gates of Destruction. Such amazing songwriting to be heard on this album. I still don't like the fact that this is a really short record. It's very short, and I still don't know to this day why this album is so short. It needed to go on much longer. Yeah, be that as it may, still a fantastic record, and still it makes me want to crave more from this band. I know they are going to have a new full-length album out in the works, and I can't wait to fucking hear it, so yeah. Before I show you the contents of this record, let me just pull out a little bit of a refreshed memory here, because this is the second press, and I've had the original pressing of this for a very long time. Of course, this is the red album cover that you've seen on the CD and the original vinyl. Of course, I have the original record here, Oxblood red vinyl. I've had this for quite a good while now, and I felt that it was time for an upgrade. And by this upgrade, we have this second press of Death Scroll of 7 Hells and its Infernal Majesties. Bit of differences in comparison to the first press. Of course, this is black and white artwork. Daniel Desecrator did the artwork. Very beautiful piece. I love the Helvatron logo. I believe Antichrist Kramer did this artwork. Digging the Jesus with the upside down cross for the in between the Helvatron logo. Really badass. Back cover, black and white. Honestly, I think the black and white stands out a lot more than it does for the colored versions of this record. But still, this is fucking fantastic. And the record sounds amazing too. Definitely way better sounding than the first press, I would say. And we have the one thing that the first press and this version have in common is the fact that it has this sheet that folds out with the lyrics, like you have an actual scroll. A scroll of lyrics and stuff, which is really badass. Definitely loving that. And here comes the difference maker for this particular pressing. It comes with a printed inner sleeve. So you have this really nice piece of artwork here for the printed inner sleeve. Yeah, absolutely badass. Back of the sleeve with credits and information and who's involved in this project. Really badass. And standard black vinyl. Dig the classy labeling on here. Side A, Side B. Really great sounding record. I still wish this didn't end as soon as it did. I'd love a longer Helvetron record, excuse me. Have NYOGTHAEBLISZ on the brain already because they're coming up right after this band, so yeah. Check out Death Scroll of Seven Hells and Its Infernal Majesties by Helvetron. Absolutely sick debut album, Hell's Headbangers Records. Go check it out. And since we're on the topic of Helvetron, we're going to talk about the demo stuff. Once again, this is Helvetron with Dominus and Fury. Iron Bonehead Productions. This is a demo compilation of some previously unheard and unreleased stuff. I covered the bases with this demo reissue back in my fucking Metal Hell video from last year, but to refresh your memory, yeah. A couple of demos, some live material from when they were in Finland in 2014. Really, really awesome to get to know the early inner workings of a project like Helvetron. Really, really raw, unfiltered. Still has that same sort of hypnotic, trance-like sort of sound for them. It's really, really phenomenal. But yeah, here's the front cover. Back cover. Love the artwork and design for this. Comes with this really badass booklet. Long sort of booklet here. You have artwork and credits for pretty much every single piece of demo and live material for Helvetron. Really, really badass. Love this little fold out in the middle here. Ceremonial black metal. Absolutely badass. There you have the live material. Impurath from Black Witchery plays in this band, I believe, for live stuff, and full credits and history and information. Absolutely badass. And standard black vinyl for this one. Dig the center labeling here. North, south, east, and west. Side A, side B. Great quality here as per usual by Iron Bonehead. Really, really awesome. But yeah, the early history of Helvetron is really awesome. And it only, like I said, it only makes me want to crave more of this band stuff when it gets released. So yeah, check out Dominus and Fury by Helvetron. Really, really badass. From one killer El Paso band to another killer El Paso band, and probably my favorite band to come out of El Paso. And I, of course, am talking about NYOGTHAEBLISZ. Very blasphemous, noisy, raw, intolerant, chaotic, noisy black metal. Absolutely phenomenal. I fell in love with this band ever since I first heard their material, ever since I got to see them live at Hell's Head Bash, and I cannot wait to see this band again. They are a band that are destined to steal the show, regardless of what they play and how they do it. This band embodies the spirit of what black metal is all about. And we got some demo compilations from them to talk to you about here, and the first one is the most recent one that came out from this band. This is NYOGTHAEBLISZ with Apex Satanist. This came out last year through Iron Bonehead Productions, and fun little tidbit here. This is the very first legitimate time I've ever ordered something through Iron Bonehead. I've gotten Iron Bonehead records from many different distros across the US, but this is my first time getting one internationally, because I had the feeling that this record was going to sell out really quickly and fast, and I just jumped at the idea of getting it directly through Iron Bonehead. Since I've had good luck with ordering stuff from Germany, because that's where Iron Bonehead is based out of, I bought it through there, and it got here in no less than a week. Perfect. I'm very, very pleased and happy that this came out here, and this record is really, really sensational. I don't really know too much about the history of these particular demo recordings, but if this is an idea of what is to come from NYOGTHAEBLISZ in the future, all I can really say is bring it the fuck on. This is absolutely phenomenal sounding stuff. This is NYOGTHAEBLISZ at their most angry, their most aggressive, and their most violent. I love the sounds of these songs. Very, very crazy sounding stuff. Very quick, but yet they get the point across with such ease. It's just really phenomenal to listen to. And when and if their full-length album does come out, I look forward to it, and it is definitely going to be a game changer for Texas extreme metal. So yeah, here's a fun cover. Dig the symbols on here. Back cover. Once again, Iron Bonehead Productions. Comes with a lyric sheet with lyrics and credits and information. I love this image here of the dude with the decapitated head. Really, really crazy. There you have the credits and track listing and lyrics. Band members. Love the get-ups that these guys have. Very, very badass. And I got to see them live with this particular live lineup, the drummer and everything. Really, really crazy. So badass. And I believe this is limited to 500 copies, and they all come on a standard black vinyl. The program repeats on both sides, so you're going to get 9 tracks a piece on each side of the record. Yeah. If you're a fan of NYOGTHAEBLISZ, I would definitely look into getting this compilation. This probably will sell out, and if you do find one, please find one for a reasonable price, because NYOGTHAEBLISZ are one of those rare entities in black metal to where if you find something of theirs, it'll sell out and get sold for higher prices, so you don't want to risk doing that. But yeah, anyway, Apex Satanist by NYOGTHAEBLISZ, go check this out. And speaking, once again, we have another NYOGTHAEBLISZ release, and we're heading into Holy Grail territory. I didn't think I would ever come across this particular compilation, but man, oh man, I am so fucking happy and thrilled to finally have this, in a vinyl format. I've had the CD for quite a good bit now, but to have it on vinyl is even more victorious and satisfying. Once again, this is NYOGTHAEBLISZ with Apocryphal Progenitors of Mankind's Tribulation. Yeah. Oh my God, you cannot wipe the smile off of my face when I got this in the mail. Yeah. Pretty much this is a compiling of this band's first couple of demos, Progenitors of Mankind's Annihilation and Apocryphal Precursor to the Great Tribulation. Yeah, 2004, 2008 respectively, plus a lot of other tracks and stuff from this band's history. Pretty much evil, nasty, raw black metal, noisy as fuck, crazy as fuck. I absolutely love this release. I love the fact that such attention to detail is paid for a project like this. And I mean, this isn't black metal that you're just going to have to really get into right away. You really have to be one of those seasoned sort of black metal listeners to learn and appreciate something like NYOGTHAEBLISZ. It's probably not going to be for everybody, but for everybody that's into crazy, chaotic, and extreme black metal, NYOGTHAEBLISZ is the band to be checking out. So yeah, front cover, classic skull painting here. Back cover, side dehumanization, side atomic Side Atomic Desolator. I think that's what it says. Sorry about that. I have a hard time with the font and whatever, but yeah. Printed inner sleeve. Once again, the very killer, badass costumes of this band. Very, very crazy. I love that. Credits and information. This is the second press, I want to say. Once again, Satanic Skinhead Propaganda. And this comes on a very nice heavyweight black vinyl. Side Dehumanization. And Side Atomic Desolation. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Sounds great. Very, very pleased to have this. Was not cheap, I must tell you, but it was absolutely worth it to definitely get this particular compilation. I'm very, very pleased to own this. I'm very pleased to own... You can get the good light right here, so yeah. Yeah. If you find either of these compilations, make it worth your while to get them both. NYOGTHAEBLISZ fucking rule. And the last band we're going to talk to you about here is from Dallas, and of course I am referring to the mighty ABSU. The Crypt recently put out some really awesome reissues of some of this band's earlier works. They were recently done... They were done in box set form many, many years ago, but these came out in more budget, affordable sort of standard 2LP presses, which is fine by me because whatever. I'm just happy to own releases, and we're going to start off with this. This is ABSU with the Son of Tifereth. This is originally released in 1995 through Osmos Productions. but of course this got the reissue treatment through the Crypt, and this is an absolutely phenomenal album. Of course, this is the second ABSU album, so how are they going to follow up something as great as Barathrum Vitriol? Of course, you have something like The Son of Tiphareth. Really, really incredible stuff. This is when the band began to really come into their own, elaborate and evolve their own respective and unique sounds, and just sound absolutely amazing. I mean, Prescriptor McGovern is easily one of the greatest drummers and vocalists in, not only in Texas metal, but metal in general. It's just absolutely phenomenal stuff to listen to. I mean, listening to the song ABSU, A Quest into the 77th Novel, the title track, it's just so elaborate and really, really awesome. This LP comes with two different versions of the album. You have the original 1990, I want to say the original recording that was done in 1994, and then you have a remixed version, which I believe was done in 2012, I want to say. But yeah, I would definitely say I prefer the original mix of this. The remix sounds really good, but gotta go with the original, old school to the heart. So anyway, here's the front cover. Very, very badass artwork here. Back cover, band members in question. Classic ABSU lineup right here. Very nice gatefold here. Excellent photography. You have the lyrics spread across everything. Very, very nicely done. And it's a double LP, and I was able to just get the standard black vinyl version. Of course, this is the original mix. The second LP is the remixed version. Both sound fantastic, and the Crypt did a very, very awesome job with this reissue. So yeah, definitely an awesome ABSU release. So yeah, this is The Son of Tiphareth by ABSU. And last but not least is another ABSU reissue, and this is pretty much where we're going to be delving into my favorite material from this band. My favorite ABSU album is Terra, and I'm looking forward to when Terra gets the standard sort of vinyl reissue. But until then, we have probably my second favorite ABSU record. Once again, this is ABSU with The Third Storm of Scythrall. Absolute near masterpiece. Absolutely amazing album. This album turned 20 years old this year, by the way. It should be a fun note to mention. And this album has held up the test of time so incredibly well. I mean, if you thought things were great on The Son of Tiphareth, they take things even higher and even further with The Third Storm of Scythrall. I mean, listening to classic ABSU, you've got so many classic ABSU songs on here, like Highland Tyrant Attack, Swords and Leather, Morbid Scream. Holy shit, there are so many great songs on here. The Winter Zephyr. Good God, man. Just a lot of great ABSU songs on here, and definitely the true coming of age for ABSU. Absolutely amazing album. This is, yeah, like I said, Terra's my favorite, but I would have to say Third Storm of Scythrall is my second favorite ABSU record. Things only get more elaborate and awesome from there. And Prescriptor's vocals on here are even better than ever. I absolutely love his vocals on this record. So yeah, anyway, here's the front cover. Back cover. Similar to the last reissue I showed you, you have both the original mix and the this is a 2013 remastered version. Gatefold. More elaborate photography and lyrics. Band members in question. And I was lucky enough to get one of the colored variants of this reissue, and I don't really remember the limitation specifically, but I think this is limited to 500 copies, and this is on a very nice electric blue vinyl. Yeah, of course, this is the original mix, side B on here. Sounds amazing. The Crypt is easily one of the very best places to look for death metal or metal from yesteryear, for great sound quality, great audio quality, and just great overall presentations of things. But yeah, this Third Storm of Scythrall album is fantastic, and I'm very happy to own this. I just need Terra now, and the whole cycle will be complete. So yeah, definitely go check out the Third Storm of Scythrall by ABSU. Fucking amazing. And with that being said, I'm going to conclude this video. I will leave you links in the description box to some selected tracks from these respective releases. If you happen to have heard any of these releases or own any of these releases, let me know what you think and how you feel about it, or if any of you guys are into Helvatron, NYOGTHAEBLISZ, and ABSU. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army Help out.